Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from Brahan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika MCGM virtual class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning something new and interesting from a science textbook. So let's get started. Good morning, dear students. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from MCGM virtual class. And today's class is for standard 7th, and our topic for today is properties of natural resources, and we'll be talking about the next part of the chapter, that is about water. So let's get started. As we have seen that since the moment you get up from the morning till you go to sleep, you need water every now and then for various purposes, and we always say that water is life. You need water for washing your face, you need it for washing your utensils, you need it in the bathroom for bathing, for drinking, for cooking, for so many things you need water. So let us understand about the importance and the properties of water. Now we have learned that water comprises most of the part of the earth, and it is important for us to understand its property. So let's understand the properties of water. Start with the very simple thing about water, that is the state of water. We have seen that water exists in three states, that is solid, here in the form of ice, in the form of liquid that you see flowing in the form of rivers, and in your house, your tap water, that is in the liquid state. We have also seen that water is in gaseous form also, that is the water vapors that you see, जो भाप निकलती है जब खाना पकता है या फिर आप लोग चाय पीते हो, तो that vapors that come out, that is nothing but the gaseous state of water. And a very simple thing we have learned that if you put anything in water, it readily dissolves in it. ठीक है? So water does not have color of its own. It doesn't have its taste and odor. Means कोई taste नहीं है, कोई बास उसके अंदर कुछ बदबू या खुशबू नहीं है उसकी. Many substances readily dissolve in water, and therefore we call water as a universal solvent. So these are basic things about water, properties of water. Let's continue and get to know few more things about water. Now, as you know that if you want to drink water, you just pour it into a glass. Now, this pouring of water is easy. Why? Because water moves readily, easily through anything. Like if you have a small hole also, it will seep through it. It flows through the pipe, it flows through the rivers, and small spaces, it can easily go into that. Why is it? Because of a very important property of water is fluid. Water is a fluid, means it can flow easily, and because of this property, there are a few uses also of water. Now water, as we know, it can flow. Here you can see a dam and water is flowing over a dam. Same thing in the picture over here, it helps the boat to sail or the ships to sail over it. Why? Because of this property of fluidity. Water is fluid and hence it is easy for transporting through water. And one more important thing is because it is fluid, जो पानी डैम में से गिरता है onto the turbines, it generates electricity. So your hydroelectricity is very important for us nowadays, and water helps us to generate that electricity because it is fluid, because it flows from a higher level to the lower level, and which helps the turbine to move. ठीक है, और उससे electricity generate होती है. So I hope this property is clear to you all. Now water does not have its own shape. पानी को कोई भी कंटेनर में डालो वो उसका शेप ले लेता है. So water doesn't have its own shape. Now here you can see, you put it in cup, it becomes the shape of the cup. केटल में डालेंगे उसका शेप ले लेगा, बॉटल में डालेंगे उसका शेप ले लेगा. ठीक है, any container you put, it will take the shape of the container. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water in a bottle, it becomes the bottle. Okay, so this is another property of water. Now let's move on to a very interesting example here. Now here you have two glasses, two different glasses, and you have liquid in it. Now if I ask you a question, which glass has more fluid in it, the answer is neither. You will think that the smaller glass has more liquid because वो ऊपर से कम space खाली है, whereas in the big glass you see के ज़्यादा space खाली है. ठीक है, so you could think like that, but what is actually the case is दोनों glass में equal amount of water डला है. Now let's see, why do you feel the difference? First thing that we learned was matter, a liquid is a kind of matter, but when it is in liquid state, it doesn't have its own shape. उसका खुद का shape नहीं होता, it adapts the shape of the container. Next thing, this example that we learned. Now if you have a bottle of Coke or any soft drinks that you drink or juice from the bottle if you drink. Now that bottle, if you pour it into a glass, ठीक है, उसका जो अमाउंट होगा वो सेम रहेगा, बट साइज में आप लोगों को ऐसा लगेगा कि नहीं ये थोड़ा सा ग्लास में तो कम आ रहा है, ठीक है, बट एक्चुअली इट इज नॉट. व्हाई? बिकॉज ऑफ द स्टेट ऑफ लिक्विड. ठीक है, वो उसकी स्टेट की वजह से हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है, कंटेनर की शेप की वजह से ऐसा लगता है कि वो लिक्विड कम ज्यादा हुआ है, बट एक्चुअली ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं होता है. वॉल्यूम ऑलवेज रिमेन्स द सेम. मैं उसका कंटेनर टू कंटेनर बदलती जाऊंगी लिक्विड का, बट वो उसका कंटेनर का शेप लेता जाएगा. सो लिक्विड्स हैव अ फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम, उसका वॉल्यूम चेंज नहीं होगा. ठीक है. Now let's perform an experiment. Now I would ask you all to do it at home also. You could take a small bottle, do not fill it entirely, leave little space in the bottle, okay, and mark it with a marker and freeze it. Put it in the freezer overnight, and in the next morning, if you see, you will notice कि ये जो पानी था ये ऊपर की तरफ फ्रीज हो गया, मतलब उसका लेवल बढ़ गया है आइस बनने में. Now why does this happen? This is because water expands when it is freeze. Okay, when water freezes, it forms ice, and this is a very interesting property of water. It expands and its volume increases. ठीक है, तो हम लोग ये experiment करेंगे और खुद से देखेंगे. Try to keep the bottle erect in a vertical position. ठीक है, फ्रीजर के अंदर उससे क्या करेंगे, हम लोग पानी भरेंगे बॉटल में, पूरा नहीं भरेंगे, leave a little space on the lower leave a little space over there from the top part, and in the next morning just see what is the observation. वो जो मार्क किया हुआ आपका जो जगह थी उससे हमारा जो आइस है वो और ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ जाता है. So this shows that as water freezes to form ice, it expands and its volume increases. Here also in this picture you can see जो स्पेस है छोटा सा जहां पर वाटर सीप हो रहा था रॉक के बीच में, जब वो एक्सपैंड होता है, जब वो फ्रीज होता है तो इट एक्सपैंड्स, और आइस जब बनती है तो वो रॉक के ऊपर प्रेशर डालता है और बिकॉज इट वांट्स टू एक्सपैंड, एंड because of this also the rocks even break down. So this is a very interesting property of water. Let's come on to the next and a very important thing. What is the density of matter? Now remember, first I will explain you all about the concept of density of matter. The density of a material, here you can see solid, liquid and gas. We all know that matter, there are particles in it. The matters are placed in a substance, whether solid, liquid or gas. जब ये सॉलिड होते हैं तो मैटर जो होता है वो एक दूसरे से एकदम टाइटली पैक्ड होते हैं, टाइटली पैक्ड विथ ईच अदर. whereas when you consider a liquid, उसके जो particles होते हैं थोड़े freely placed होते हैं, whereas gas बहुत loosely placed होते हैं. ठीक है, so with this concept let us understand the meaning of density. The density of a material is defined as its per mass per unit volume. It is a measurement of how tightly matter is packed together. The density of a substance can be explained as the relationship between the mass of the substance and the volume it takes up. ठीक है, जो जगह के अंदर उसे रखा गया है, कितना रखा गया है, और वो वॉल्यूम, ठीक है, दोनों चीज के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. Now let's have a look of at this example of density. Here you have two blocks, okay, same different objects. Okay, if I take liquid and here I have solid, Solid items have tightly placed matter inside it, whereas here it is low density because the particles are loosely placed. So density example is here very simple and clear to understand. These two objects are equal in volume but different in masses due to their density. ठीक है, एयर और कंक्रीट को भी हम लोग ऐसे ही कंपेयर कर सकते हैं in order to understand कि किसकी डेंसिटी ज्यादा है. This brings us to a very interesting part, that is float or sink. Do an experiment by yourself at home. Take a bucket of water and drop as many different kinds of articles in it. Make a separate list of the articles which sink in the water and those which float on it. Now, if you see in this picture, there are many items which are placed in that bucket of water. There was a ball, there is an apple, there's a bottle, there are coins, there is a scissor, spoon, okay, pebbles. Now, all these things that you see, some of them sink to the bottom and some of them float. Now, this is based on the concept that we studied earlier, that is density of matter. So let's understand about it. Here also you see that there are different things placed in this container, in this glass. You have syrup, you have grape, you have water, you have a plastic block, you have oil, you have a cork. So they are at different levels. Why? ऐसा नहीं है कि सब एक साथ sink हो गए. Cork is floating at the very top, whereas plastic block is also floating but little lower, and grape is also floating. Now this is because of density. Now some things float and some things sink, all because of density. The more mass and less air in an object has, the more dense it is. मतलब जितना उसके अंदर एयर कम होगा वो उतना वजनी होगा, उतनी डेंसिटी उसकी ज्यादा होगी. ठीक है, जैसे कि अगर सिरप है, हनी सिरप है, तो उसके अंदर पानी कम है. ठीक है, सॉरी, उसके अंदर एयर का जो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है इट इज लेस एंड हेंस इट बिकम्स वेरी डेंस. इट विल सिंक इनसाइड. जो चीज ज्यादा डेंस होगी वो सिंक हो जाएगी और जो चीज लाइट होगी वो फ्लोट होगी, विच इज लेस डेंस, इट विल फ्लोट. So less density it will float, more density it will sink. So now you can see I have taken three examples: oil, water and honey. You could also do it at home. Take a spoon of honey, take a spoon of water and take a spoon of oil. Just place it in a glass and you can easily notice this, what settles down where. Now you will notice that different substances has different density, which means for the same volume different substances weigh differently. As they weigh differently, heavier substance tends to settle down at the bottom like honey, and the lighter materials like oil tend to float at the top. ठीक है, तो honey ज़्यादा dense है तो it will settle to the bottom. Oil is less denser, it will float up. Okay, so this is how you understand the concept of density. Here in this picture you see that if you place a few blocks of ice in water, as you know that water is the same thing as ice. ठीक है, सिर्फ उसका स्टेट चेंज हो गया. स्टेट चेंज होने से भी बहुत सारी चीजें मैटर करती है, डिफरेंट हो जाती है. यू सी दैट दीज आइस ब्लॉक्स आर फ्लोटिंग. नाउ व्हाई डज दिस फ्लोट? Here also you can see in a polar region you see huge glaciers and you see ice blocks over there which are floating on the water. So why does ice float in water? It is because ice is lighter than water. When water freezes to form ice, it becomes lighter than the original liquid. Liquid has more density. The water in the liquid state has more density. When water freezes, that is when it transforms into the solid state, its volume increases. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, उसका वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. Therefore, the density of ice is less than that of water. That is why the ice floats on water. I hope this concept is clear. If you can do this at home also. Take a glass of water, add little small cubes of ice in it and observe what happens. You will see that ice tends to float. Why is it floating? Because water जब freeze हो जाता है तो it becomes lighter than the original liquid. ठीक है? So I hope this much is clear to you all. Now let's understand the formula for density of water and the unit of it. So there is an interrelationship between the volume and mass of a substance, because we learned ना कि mass और volume दोनों depend करता है. अगर कोई भी सब्सटेंस को फ्लोट होना है या सिंक होना है तो उसमें उसका मास और वॉल्यूम इक्वल इंपॉर्टेंस रखते हैं. सो देयर इज एन इंटर रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन वॉल्यूम एंड मास ऑफ अ सब्सटेंस. द स्पेस ऑक्यूपाइड बाय अ सब्सटेंस इज इट्स वॉल्यूम. ठीक है, जितना स्पेस वो सब्सटेंस ऑक्यूपाई करा है उसे वॉल्यूम कहते हैं. जो कंटेनर के अंदर जो भी जगह ऑक्यूपाई किया है ना उसे हम लोग वॉल्यूम कहते हैं. द स्टोर ऑफ मैटर इज अ सब्सटेंस in a substance is its mass. Means how much amount of substance is added in that in that container is the mass. Okay, so density is equal to mass upon volume. Mass is measured in grams and volume is measured in cubic centimeter, that is cc. So density is equal to grams upon cubic centimeters. Now you could remember the formula with this example. D is equal to dil, okay, the heart that you can make, and just make a line across that heart. Okay, हाफ में कर देंगे तो जो ऊपर का पोर्शन है वो हम लोगों को m जैसे दिखाई देता है, तो दैट इज मास, एंड जो नीचे का पोर्शन है वो v दिखाई देता है, दैट इज वॉल्यूम. सो दिस इज हाउ you can remember the formula for density as well. Now we learned that water freezes. ठीक है, पानी बर्फ बन जाता है इन लो टेम्परेचर्स. जब टेम्परेचर कम हो जाता है तो पानी बर्फ बनने लगता है, इट स्टार्ट्स टू फ्रीज. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस टू द फिशेस एंड द plants and the animals which are inside this place where there is ice over it? So how does aquatic life survive in extremely cold condition? क्या कर सकते हैं उनके लिए? ये तो अगर इतनी ठंडी में अगर रहेंगे तो लोग मर जाएंगे ना. So what is the reason the fishes inside these lakes and rivers are alive? Let's understand that. So that is because of the anomalous expansion of water. Now water is has a very unique property. Normally, when any substance, if the temperature decreases, it tends to freeze. Okay? Its density also increases as the volume decreases. But water is an exception to this rule. So यहाँ पर क्या होता है? When the density of water is very different as compared to the other liquids, so the density of water is peculiar. When water at normal temperature starts cooling, जब नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर उसको हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं ना ठंडा करना, इट्स डेंसिटी इंक्रीजेस लाइक दैट ऑफ मोस्ट लिक्विड्स. हाउएवर इफ इट्स टेम्परेचर फॉल्स बिलो 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस, इट्स डेंसिटी स्टार्ट्स टू इंक्रीज. मतलब यहाँ पर अब उल्टा होने लगेगा. 4 डिग्री तक वो नॉर्मली जैसा ऑल लिक्विड्स बिहेव करते हैं वो उसी तरीके से बिहेव करता है वाटर. बट आफ्टर 4 डिग्रीज its density starts increasing. Means that the density of water is maximum at 4 degree centigrade. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं increase होगी उसकी density. If the temperature of water is lowered below 4 degrees, its density increases and its density decreases and volume increases. It means that water will expand when the temperature falls below 4 degrees. This is called the anomalous behavior of water. Now जो पानी का जो ऊपर का लेयर है ना वो फ्रीज होता जाएगा. ठीक है, बट नीचे का जो लेयर है वो नहीं फ्रीज होता है. वाई? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस बिहेवियर ऑफ वाटर. आफ्टर 4 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड द वाटर टेंड्स टू रिमेन एट दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टेट ओनली. और जो ऊपर का जो लेयर है इट स्टार्ट्स टू फ्रीज. ओके, इट स्टार्ट्स टू फ्रीज एंड इट एक्सपैंड्स. So water expands when the temperature falls below 4 degrees centigrade. This is called the anomalous behavior of water. So when the temperature of atmosphere falls below 0 degrees, the water at the surface gradually freezes to ice, but the water under the ice layer remains at 4 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this is how the aquatic life survives in extremely cold conditions also. See, the ice acts as an insulator. What happens जब वो ice जम जाती है ना पानी के ऊपर तो नीचे heat create हो जाती है, तो नीचे का पानी गर्म रहता है. It is not very freezing that the fishes and the animals could die. So it doesn't allow it to freeze further. ठीक है, और ठंडा होने से रोकता है और अंदर की heat maintain करके रखता है. Ice prevents heat loss from water below. नीचे का जो heat loss है वो maintain करके रखता है. This helps aquatic animals to stay alive in winters when the temperature is too low. So I hope this concept of anomalous behavior of water is clear to you all. Now let's do an experiment. Take two big glasses of water, add 4 to 5 spoons of salt to it, and you have to take two glasses, one with normal water and one with water dissolved with salt. Now when you are dissolving salt in that water, if you add two grapes and in the other glass also if you add two grapes, you will notice that the one which doesn't have salt, the grapes will sink in because the density of grape is more than water. Whereas if you observe in the other example where you have dissolved water in it, you have dissolved salt in the water, you will notice the grapes will float. Why? Now the density of water has increased because you added salt. उससे क्या हो जाता है, salt का density बढ़ गई है और grapes की density उससे comparatively low हो गई है, and that makes the grapes float. Now, as you have seen in the first example, that when you put water and you put salt in it, when you dissolve it, you notice that it completely dissolves and forms a solution. So, salt is called as the solute. The water is called as the solvent in which it is the solute get dissolves, and resultant is called as the solution. So, that we get after the solute dissolves in the solvent. So solutions, solutes and solvents. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's understand how these properties of water are useful to us. Many substances are soluble in water, as we learned. Easily वो dissolve हो जाती है चीजें. तो in our body also during digestion, excretion, we need water. ठीक है? तो उन्हें dissolve करने के लिए, सब nutrients को dissolve करने के लिए, easily absorb करने के लिए you need water. It is also known as a universal solvent because you can easily dissolve anything in water. So in many common solutions, the solvent is water. Water dissolves so many substances that is called the universal solvent. For example, here you see the soft drinks that you drink has water in it because you can easily dissolve food coloring, carbon dioxide, sugar and flavoring into it as the solute. I hope with this part of the chapter is clear to you all. In the next coming period, we learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.
If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel and do not forget to hit the like button.
I hope this session was quite useful to you. In the next coming period, we learn something new and interesting. Till then, thank you.